Let's talk about genocide, but first, let's hear Coldplay's Chris Martin.
We do not believe in oppression or occupation or genocide or terrorism or anything like this.
It feels good to be against all this violence, doesn't it?
But remember, there was a ceasefire.
But when trying to appease everyone, Chris, you are siding with the genocidal extremists that brutalized and murdered 1,400 Israeli civilians. For you, Chris, the truth doesn't matter. And the truth is, Israel has never committed genocide against anyone. Never. But if you just dropped in at the middle of this war, you could think that Israel is the aggressor, that Israel is committing genocide. And how nice is it to call for a ceasefire?
But remember, there was a ceasefire.
And who can blame anyone calling for a ceasefire? But the demonstrations are calling for something else. In Cape Town,
from the river to the sea, from the river to the sea, free Palestine.
In London,
From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
in other words, genocide of the state of Israel. In case Israel's geography is unfamiliar, they want Palestine to abolish the entire existence of Israel. They don't want to share the land. They want it all. And don't forget that
My husband, with the Israeli government at the time in 2000, offered a Palestinian state to the Palestinians. Arafat turned that down. There would have been a Palestinian state now for 23 years if he had not walked away from it.
according to Hamas charter, Israel will exist and will continue to exist until Islam will obliterate it, just as it obliterated others before. In other words, genocide. Of course, you could say these are just words on a piece of paper. Nobody really means them.
نجاهد لأجل فلسطين لأجل أرضنا والله دم شهدائنا 65 حفيد عندي و17 ولد والله إني بفديهم لأجل فلسطين والأقصى.
Not exactly peaceful. Never in 1,000 years will anyone in Israel say they are willing to sacrifice their children. But this grandmother from Gaza is genocidal not just towards Israel, but also towards her own people and her loved ones. Or maybe not so loved. We still have 239 hostages held in Gaza, including young children without their parents. Nothing says genocide like such horrendous child abuse. And if you think that Israel kills children,
بالشارع خايفين ما بنخش مش خايفين بس رافعين ايدينا زي هيك والهويات معانا هم ضربوا بس مش هوبوش علينا ضلينا ماشيين
في اعداد كثير من الناس
في مليان في ناس بتركب من هنا.
don't be naive. There's only one genocidal side in this conflict, and it isn't Israel.
Hamas is a terrorist organization. It is committed to the elimination of the state of Israel.
Hamas uses children as human shields and fires missiles from hospitals, schools, and mosques. Choose the right side of history. Support Israel's struggle for peace and justice for all.